Hey, Soul Tribe. Thank you so much for joining me. It's so lovely to be back. And it has been a massive, massive last couple of months. It feels like just so much happening. And yeah, thank you to everyone for your beautiful messages. I know I'd missed last week, I think it was, and today was a bit delayed. So my gorgeous daughter has finally graduated. I know we had like the end of school, but we just had the graduation dinner. And it was such a heartfelt, memorable moment and reminded me of my gorgeous soul tribe here because it was like that, but in person, in terms of everyone with their arms around each other, holding the children in the middle, and then parents holding arms, swaying and moving to the last song of the night. It just, yeah, I'm like, we need to get together in person, is what it made me feel for our soul tribe. So I've got a few new things to share with you guys and a few things that I'm still working on, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little taster. Thank you, Golden Trinity. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to be back with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me a little bit later on. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good start to the holiday period, and happy Thanksgiving to those of you that have just had Thanksgiving in the States, and sending love to you and your families as well. So, and we're going to have Tim catch on the replay. So thank you for those that are watching on the replay too. So today we're going to get into some of the astrology. I'm going to share some special news. There's going to be in-person readings that I'm actually about to open up. There's a venue that I'm going to be working from. So I'm just thinking, what do I start with? So maybe let's start with that. So let me just bring this up. So the venue that I'm going to be working from is in Melbourne. So if you are lucky enough to be in Melbourne, Australia, which is where I live, I'm going to be working from a beautiful shop. And when I walked in, there was just a beautiful synchronicity with the gorgeous owner. And yeah, I asked if there was a space for readings. And then she said, sure, come, let me show you. And she got me to do a reading for her. And she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. So she's offered me some days to work from their gorgeous store. So it will be in Eastland, which is in the eastern outer suburbs. If you are in Melbourne, please come down and see me. I will be there Fridays in the afternoon into the evening, and also every second Saturday. So for those of you that are coming in store, I do also have 20% off readings, and I didn't want to make that just for the gorgeous soul tribe. Oh, and I should say there's location directions down the bottom here as well. And I also have, for those of you that are booking readings online with me, because I don't think I'll ever give that up unless I had no internet access, you can actually come in and book a reading with me and use the discount code that is running along the little ticketer at the bottom of the screen. And for those of you that are buying beautiful Christmas gifts or New Year's gifts for friends and family, I do also have the gift card. So the gift card is a different code. I wanted to make it available for everyone to get the discount. So there's 20% off if you're coming in store. This is the discount code to use for the gift card because those have been really popular lately. So I wanted to discount that too. So the discount code is Love You, which is this one just here for the gift card. And if you're wanting to come and have a personal reading with me, you can book that in store at the Crystal Shop, State of Grace Collective, or you can also book online with the little discount code below. So hopefully that makes sense. You guys can contact me if you need help with anything. And we also have Soul Alchemy Potions. We will be having the new moon event. I think it will be around the 19th or 20th. So we'll make it in just before Christmas. Now, the best way to receive an invite for our online new moon event, this was the one from last month, is just to purchase. So whether you've purchased in the past, you'll receive that invite, or if you want to purchase the potion bundle is also a really great way. And to make sure that you get your package in time for Christmas, just have a look into your specific country and the postage time. So whether you give this together as a whole package for one beautiful special person, or whether you buy a package and you break it up for multiple gifts, lots of different ideas there. And this is what I'm like super, super excited about. So, with the hypnotic subliminal meditations that I announced that I'm making, I still have a few to record because I'm just making sure they're perfect. And the reason that I created this was I could not find, oh, you guys are gorgeous. Love you too. So, I could not find something that I really found in terms of a product that was hitting the levels and the topics to the depth that I really wanted to go in terms of really getting into that theta state. So I created my own. And I wanted to make these available to share them with you. So this is a little poster for the loved one. And I'm trying something different out too. If you guys are watching, I've got like a vertical and a landscape view, depending on what device you're working with. I'll have to go check this out later. But yeah, so this is my hypnotic subliminal meditation. This one is on love. So what you find is there is the meditation voice running on the track. Then I have hypnotic binaural beats that also have isotronic tones. So I'm actually helping you get into that state of theta without trying. Because that's the thing with meditation is a lot of the time we're fighting our conscious mind. And then I've also recorded very, very low sounding, so almost like a whisper tone with the subliminal affirmations. So I wanted to, let me just log out of this little area and we'll stop the screen share for a moment because I want to pop this up and go back in so that you guys can hear it. So let me just screen share with this. Okay, this is the right one. We just needed to access this so we can get the sound. Okay, so just closing your eyes for a moment and tuning in. Now, I'm just going to play from a random part in the meditation. This is the love hypnosis. See if you can just hear the affirmations that are underneath. And the affirmations also run for a bit of an extended period at the end so you can enjoy them by themselves. Now, this is where it actually embeds into the subconscious mind without you trying to force or without you trying it. Oh, and I've been using the affirmation one. I've done it 3 times. And it was probably on the second go that I noticed a huge boost in terms of just attracting wealth and finance and abundance. So positive things to report from myself and from friends so far. Okay, let me just see why that sound is not working. Oh. Here we go. Now just taking a slow, gentle breath in. And just exhaling, letting it release naturally. Beginning to feel your whole body softening with every breath in and every breath out. Now, without straining your eyes, allow your gaze to rest softly on the ceiling above you, not focusing, not staring, simply drifting like a feather floating. There, I just want to give you a little taster for how that sounds. So, yeah, with that, I can't wait to share them all with you. There will be 6 subliminal hypnotic meditations, and I am also, with my background in kinesiology, I've also done a bit of NLP, a bit of hypnosis. So I've integrated a lot of those to help step you down into a deeper state of consciousness. So what I've noticed, even from one of my gorgeous friends who's a psychologist, and from another friend that also works in this kind of field too, is that they're like, I get to kind of a few minutes in, and then it's like I'm just hypnotically put into another space, and then I'm awake again. So yeah, I've had really amazing feedback in terms of just the depth that it's getting people to. So yeah, just want to share that with you. Thank you guys. I can't wait to have them up. Hopefully next week. I didn't want to bring them up too soon because I just want them to be perfect. So let's have a look into some of the astrology and things that are happening this week. So the energy that I'm feeling is we've got the Heal a Broken Heart potion. Now, this is not for the reason that you might think, This is about, we have this beautiful softness and this veil energy that is unfolding at the moment in terms of our energy field, our aura. There's upgrades that are happening to do with solar flares, planetary alignments, lots of different things that are going on. So Heal a Broken Heart, I feel it's like etherically stitching up any holes or energy leaks, calling our power back to us in terms of our aura. So that is why I've picked this one for this week. Very different reason compared to what we would normally work with Heal a Broken Heart, but it is a nourishing energy. And the crystal that I have is fluorite. So with fluorite, you can see this is a purple green palm stone, and look at those gorgeous patterns in it. So this is really good for spiritual activation, spiritual protection. It's really good for throat chakra, for third eye, for higher chakras, and for heart chakra. So this one helps to also provide a little bit of an auric shield. Now, some of the reason for this is there is a lot of astral energies at the moment trying to instigate trouble, trying to feed off people. So it's all about us doing our due diligence and also protecting ourselves on an auric level. So I also go a little bit more in depth in terms of cleaning energy in a holistic session. So yeah, for those are some little things that you can use just to help get you through. So let's have a look into, yeah, isn't it beautiful? I've got some nice, beautiful obelisk type pieces as well. And yeah, so for today, December the 8th, it's the 9th here, but I know majority of you guys are over in the Northern Hemisphere. We have the slowed momentum energy and a little bit of a pressure valve release. So we have the Leo moon bringing buoyancy, but we also have Sun, Pluto, and Mars and Saturn, which can create a little bit of tension at the moment. So you may feel this energy around pressure to perform or to control outcomes or to keep it together. Please try and surrender this as much as you can. Don't feel that you're having to put external pressure on yourself. Really take that time out. And this is where this energy clearing is super, super important. So the best approach is just looking out for obstacles, being prepared for delays. Also, maybe even a sense of lowered confidence at the moment you might feel around today. It will pass, as we say, this too will pass. Oh, and thank you for those that are also sharing this out and for hitting that thumbs up. I really, really appreciate that. And it's so nice to be back live with you guys. So yeah, just look for that bottled up pressure and try and release that valve a little bit more delicately rather than feeling that things are imploding or exploding. Tomorrow, December 9th, here in Australia today, we are more experiencing optimism. So I can tell you from the future, today is better than yesterday. So optimism, connection, and creativity. We'll have the Sun and Jupiter bringing optimism, growth, and the ability to see positive patterns. So this is a really good time for bonding, for emotional connection, heartfelt conversations. I just keep feeling like tribal energy around this as well. So we have the Leo moon and the trine to Mars. So this is like playful, courageous, kind of exploratory energy. And I mean exploratory in terms of like pushing your creativity to the limit. So have fun with this. And also, it may, in the evening side of things on the 9th, bring miscommunications or feeling a little bit restricted with the moon square Mercury and Uranus energy. We also will have the moon go void late that night. So December 10th, this will bring clarity, returns, and mind shifts. So we'll have Neptune turn direct, which can lift that confusion. And this was, we had Neptune go retrograde. It was 4th of July. So yeah, it's going to be starting to lift a bit of that haze, that confusion. So we might feel more inspired. We might feel more like we can sort of bring our dreams into reality and that they're more achievable. Thank you, Jody. And everyone else mentioning that. That's so encouraging. And can't wait to share and hear your experiences with the meditations too. So we also will be having Mercury opposite Uranus, which will be the final pass. So this might bring sudden insight, surprises, challenges, change of mind. Mental tension can also lead to a breakthrough or fresh perspective as well. So a mental breakthrough, I didn't say breakdown, even though some of the energy can feel like it a little bit at the moment. We also will have on that morning of the 10th, we will have the void moon, which will move into Virgo. And on the 11th of December, this is about mixed relationship signals, inspired thinking. We will have Venus, which will be squaring the north node of the moon. So this can bring discomfort, misalignment in relationships or desires. We also will have a Mercury trine Neptune. So this is about intuitive, imaginative, and compassionate communication. So try lean more towards that rather than the squared energy and difficult things. So we also will have Mercury, we enter Sagittarius, so thinking becomes more optimistic, bigger picture thinking, and more kind of philosophical thinking as well. And I want to add philanthropic as well, because I was just feeling that when I was writing this. So the last quarter moon, this is all about reviewing, tying up loose ends, refining, releasing, starting things new. This is by the end of the week. We're sort of feeling that. And then December 12th, emotional reset. So this will also be a short void moon in the morning. However, as we move a little bit later, I think it's only an hour or so later that morning, the energy will shift. So it's going to be feeling more harmonious, more kind of Libra energy, all about balance and diplomacy. So let's have a look into the cards and see what we're dealing with this week. So let's see what Spirit wants to give us in terms of a message. And let me know how you guys have been traveling. I haven't seen you guys for a little bit, so it's so nice to be back in this gorgeous shared space with you all. And just sending love to you and your families as well. So looking into things for this week. Okay, I just keep seeing yellow energy. So we know yellow can represent, when they show me, it's more about the intellect, learning, study, education. And I'm being shown a vision of what looks to be kind of like, they're saying the word rabbit hole, but to me, I'm looking at it going, that looks like a vortex. So there's something to do with like energy opening up this week in terms of energy. I'm just seeing what you guys are saying too. So Emma is saying there is energy from many lifetimes clearing through us currently. This is so true, Emma. This is exactly what I've been working with clients over the last 2 weeks. And it's a lot to do with patterns. And some of you will even have, I'm trying to think of what planet it was. There's like 19-year cycles. I know I'm ending a 19-year cycle with my astrology. I can't remember which aspect it was, but we have massive shifts. So we've got this year, Pluto's had a big shift. Uranus has had a big shift. There's just so much that we're working with, but we're really collapsing, would be the word Spirit is most frequently giving me. Old timelines, old past wounds. We're seeing the pattern and the threads that come with it. And when we're collapsing that, we're actually creating this new version of us. And so this is also perfect timing for my hypnotic subliminal meditations, because I am working with identity shifting as one of the big meditations. And that's one I feel will make a huge, huge impact. So let's flip these cards over. So the first card that we have is the card of defeat, and it's interesting. So this is sort of this energy that we were just talking about in terms of noticing patterns. So a 5 of Swords is called an energy of defeat. And we also see that it is Venus and Aquarius energy. But see all this sort of like static, psychic, like mental noise. What is it that's been coming up for you in terms of like mental static? Energy. What is it that you've been noticing in terms of your thoughts? Like I said before, I feel like it's been a lot of having to stitch up holes in our auras, call our power back to us, really working with a lot of psychic and energetic clearing. And yes, I had the Lyrans come up today in one of the readings. Beautiful energy with the Lyrans. And yeah, Venus in the 19th year cycle as well. Did I read that right? 19. Thank you, Emma. And you would have a gorgeous astrology here. Be able to remind me. And thank you. I just saw a booking come through. I can't wait to see who it is. So please take advantage of the discount codes that I mentioned before. And you'll also see with the card of the Aeon. So this is about ending of cycles, transformation. This little symbol down here, Shin, represents an old clay pot. I'm going to choose my little Alice in Wonderland drink me potion pot. So if we think about this being the old identity or older version of self, this is about collapsing that. So we're crumbling it to dust. We're picking and choosing what things we would like to go into the potion or the recipe, and then we're firing that in the clay. oven or kiln. So Stella Galactic is saying, I'm literally feeling huge electrical buzzing at the top of my head for days now. And have you been hearing it too? I've been having like where I can hear the electricity as well as it vibrating on the crown chakra. And I've also had where everything sort of goes a little bit hazy or kind of dizzy. For a moment, I feel like I'm being pulled into like a portal or a vortex. So, yeah, you guys maybe just give me a little purple heart if you've been feeling that as well. So thank you, Starla Galactic, for mentioning about what's going on for you guys. And Gisela, this is exactly what I'm dealing with. I'll always hear the electricity. Yeah, it's like super intense at the moment as well. And yeah, buzzing in the ears. So with this is about where we're starting to shift. We're going from 3D into 4D and 5D. And what I'm also seeing in just a couple of readings, one beautiful one that I did this morning, I saw where it was the same pattern over 4 different lifetimes. So what happens when we're seeing the same pattern, not just in this lifetime, maybe say, for example, a repeat in relationships are the easiest ones, but we see the clones appear or the lessons repeatedly, or whether it's a workplace. But say, for example, you're seeing things in terms of past life energy. We need to actually go back to the core or the first lifetime, dissolve and collapse that one first. And then we get the compound domino effect. So, yeah, this is coming up in the cards to also work with. And this is also about letting go and dissolving old stories. So, maybe certain people may have had projections and things. You may have even been sent or had projections mentally, emotionally. This is about, as we said before, creating that stronger auric shield. So I can see a few purple hearts here. So lots of people experiencing that little buzz and that electricity noise. Thank you guys for jumping in. I love it when we all participate. And we've got the Knight of Disc and then Eight of Swords. So what we're seeing is this has been a pattern that we're collapsing, not just from this lifetime, we're actually dissolving and they're giving me we're dissolving and collapsing patterns and waveforms that have existed for aeons. And this is literally the card of the aeon. So this is huge. This is not just that we're like, okay, this week we're working on this. We're actually collapsing all of these old identities, these old stories and things. Yes, definitely nodding dog. So let me just get the Alice one, seeing they were showing me the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole. And we'll have a look for a little bit of help. If they can throw us a life raft, or what do you call it, a buoy or a floaty, as we call it over here in Australia. And I feel sorry for you guys in the colder climate at the moment. I hope you guys are staying warm. Yes, definitely. Breaking family patterns. That's huge. And breaking soul ties at the moment and contracts and things. But I feel like it's also putting ourselves first, especially if you're an empath. You may have tried to help save or to rescue or to put other people first or give them a pardon or an excuse. But I feel like this is the time where we're putting things first. So let's flip these over. There's quite a lot of cards. So we have a Four of Swords. So this is major, major healing that we're talking about at the moment. So let me just think. Yeah, so Jody was saying, I'm thinking the new meditation for new identity will help us. Yeah, and I will do them all together, either individually or as a package. So I will let you know when I release them. But yeah, I'm really excited about the new identity. The abundance one's been working miracles for me. It's been so exciting to see just surprises, because I love the way that when you start working with it, it doesn't always come in the way that you expect it. So expect surprises. And Emma saying, this is sorry guys, a little bit smaller on my screen. So this is the timing for 3i Atlas return between the 19th and 21st. Oh my gosh, that's like right around the new moon as well. So out with the old, in with the new. So yeah, look at this. We have the Four of Swords. So remember, we asked for Spirit to give us a little bit of guidance in how do we actually navigate and work through this collapse. And remember, we said it's about past lives, and that doesn't mean that it might not be collapse in terms of technology changes and adopting new systems, or working with collapsing the old tyrannical systems and things too. not in a major way, but I'm feeling it. It's like we're shifting things. There's an awareness around it. And we've got Six of Cups, which you guys know that I talk about. This is Sun, Scorpio. So we know Scorpio usually is more comfortable hidden with the moon. When it has the sun come up, it exposes all of our wounds, all of our patterns, our inner child stuff. So I want you guys to take out time to do maybe like a little bit of compassion work, or to hold that inner child aspect of you, and to really give them the love and nourishment, and just help them to feel seen for the aspects of things that maybe people didn't see with them. So just imagine or visualize that small version of you, and giving them the love that they needed, and acknowledgement is huge. When we're doing shadow work or inner child work, you also want to talk about acknowledgement. Oh, and just in regards to this question, so this one is a general reading for our beautiful collective today. I will be doing a special show just before Christmas where we do a live Q&A. So that will be a Christmas edition. So please keep an eye out for that. And yeah, let me just pop this up as well. So we also have the Seven of Wands. So a lot of this stuff has been hidden, and it's almost like we're bumping up against it to go deeper. We've got a Page of Wands with this. So it's almost like the universe or spirit or our own patterns is like, here, this is pissing me off. This is annoying me. This is like irritating. And that irritation is causing like a rash or reaction on a spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, astral level, so that we're not going to take things anymore, is what I'm seeing with this. So Page of Wands, pay attention to what's seeding through from source energy, from God, from the universe, from your higher self, from your guides, your angels, your beings that love you unconditionally. And we're moving towards a Seven of Disc. So this is, you will start to see the hard work pay off. You will start to see a shift in your physical reality, which is a big part of why I actually was working with the meditations, because we need to work with things on a feeling level. So if we're trying to change things purely from a physical level, quite often there's so much resistance. There's so much that won't shift and change. But if we come in and we reprogram it on the subconscious level, and we change it from that feeling, that gut place, that heart place, and we put that out there into the quantum, that's when we receive more abundance. That's when we start to step into new timelines. So Three of Cups, the card of abundance, and my Six of Wands, which is victory, new timelines, and celebration. So yeah, that's the advice Spirit is giving us. So it's to know that we are collapsing those old identities, those old past lives. This is huge work. I can't even contain it into like the energy that I feel with this. I feel like English doesn't do things justice. In fact, let's do a bit of light language, because the way that light language works is there's certain energetic impressions and codes that we understand aurically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and even sort of, I would say, energetically, that it wakes things up within us. So let's tune in, let's do some light language, and then I'll translate into English. So let's tune into this energy of change and shift and beautiful, healthy alignment, and working at it from a feeling based level. That's what Spirit's saying we're tuning in with. Alasana lola kaya narte kaya miala narata kala sonara te alana iya shala narata kaya nahya miala narata kala harto kaya si iya shala narta la kaya narata ke miala narata kala harut susar arnahai la kaya nati iya shala narata kala harta hai mia sala narata kala harta Iala naratakaula ni hatar. Miashola naratakaela naha. So what Spirit was showing me was us in angelic form. And they were just talking about just seeing, you could see how beautiful your light was. All of the tests and challenges and patterns and things would fall away. And you would literally just be this beautiful light that it has this grace, this connection to source, this connection to soul knowing. So it's almost like, if we think about on a human level, yes, we might see patterns, we might see resistances, irritations, rashes that are causing us to shift and change. And thank you, Jody. But what we're seeing is on the other side of it this beautiful light that we are seeing, connected with the light language we were just talking about, it's almost like we can look at it from the 3D physical irritation, frustration point of view. But if we can turn off that for a moment and just see how brilliant and blinding we are on a light level, it's like angels literally coming in to incarnate on earth. And I'm talking specifically to my soul tribe. I'm not talking, to the general population. I really feel that this is for us. I'm just getting high pitches as we talk about this. So let's have a look in terms of the Mythios deck, some more advice from Spirit and how to navigate through this week. Timeline shift, Six of Wands. We have the King of Coins. Thank you, Ken. Oh gosh, I love you guys so much. And I really, really feel about getting together next year. I've had an invitation potentially to come back to the States next year. So yeah, we're really feeling the pull to come back home, because for me, it does feel like the States is home. So what we're seeing, advice from Spirit, and I do feel this is more around the angelic energy we were just talking about. We've got the timeline shift with the Six of Wands. So for me, this is about like feeling into that energy of that higher timeline. Remember, feeling is where we actually create our reality from. So we need to feel it, not just think it, and not just try and shift it from pushing the physical. So this is also Leo energy, and we know Leo energy is all centered around heart energy too, and then King of Coins. So that's what's going to cause the shift. And again, Three of Cups, abundance energy. Get into the feeling, make it rich, make it vibrant in terms of energy. Really like build it as strong as you can. So I do feel the meditations will help with this. We have Eight of Cups. So this is also noticing like where we feel weighed down, where we feel like those patterns, those stories. Eight of Cups is a little bit similar to Eight of Swords in terms of we're seeing the world clouded from the view of our emotional bank. So, say, for example, we've only had certain things go into our emotional bank. We need to collapse and sort of rebirth. This is Page of Wands. This is Phoenix and Leo energy. There's a lot of Leo energy today. So with this as well, with the Page of Wands, it's just to start. So to start seeding this energy into your reality, start feeling and bringing in new things that are outside of limitation, outside of Saturn energy, outside of restriction. So just think about it. What is it that one quality that I would love to embody or integrate right now? Try not to get too overwhelmed and think of too many things. Say, for example, that love meditation that I popped up and gave a sample of before, it's very much about alignment energy, and it's very much about self-worth. So imagine like your old stories in love have given you everything but that. They've, maybe people pleasing energy, maybe about like people overtaking, or always like being needy, or always like, extracting things from you. One new thought that you can put in to actually break the cycle, the world card, the universe. So we're ending the old story. We're no longer putting light on that. We're shining our light and we're shining our vision into the reality that we want to construct. And yeah, it would be amazing to see you guys in person. I just feel like we need to be in like a huddle, like a group huddle, and just like hold each other. It's like, oh my gosh, we made it to Earth side, is the energy I feel with this. So yeah, with this, even if it's just like a little spark, see this crystal wand, it's like a candle lit up. Just start to seed these beautiful, radiant, positive energies that you would like to weave. So think about it, Spirit's showing me a thread of gold in the tapestry that we're creating for future. Are we still like using the red thread, or kind of like the thread that's fraying and sort of dusty, and we're stitching the same story over and over again? Or are we choosing to like cut that and we're starting to create and sew and stitch a new story? So remember, feelings, emotions, they're the highest tools that we can use in terms of building that frequency, which collapses the old wave. It collapses the old story. So start to work with frequencies of authenticity, of love, of self-worth, of respect. This is what I have for you guys this week. I love you guys so much. Actually, let's pick an oracle card before I go. Oh, thank you, Gisela. Well, I love being here with you guys too. And I felt like a shift and change. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, it's so lovely being here with all you. Okay. So, yeah, I felt a shift and change of things like shifting in the collective, or should I say, reorganizing. So, I feel like there's new things that we're going to be doing as a soul tribe for next year. And the card that we have is Milk Thistle. And it looks like Badger Spirit as well. And might be, I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but over here in Australia, quite often you see some beautiful Greek and Italian grandparents picking the milk thistles on the side of the road because we know that this is medicine. So, what some people see as weeds, others will see as medicine. So, this is a peaceful warrior energy, is a message for our beautiful collective. And we see Moon and Mars with this. Oh, sorry. There we go. So, milk thistle. Let's have a look in this. This is also really good in terms of liver detox, but let's find this little picture. Oh, one of my favorites popped up in the interim. Okay, so 23. Oh. Oh, cute. I love that. Yeah, giant rabbits love things like that. Okay, here we are. So this is Peaceful Warrior. Interesting. It talks about the shield as well. Remember, we talked about the auric shield before? Yeah, it's so good for liver support. And this is Truth Keeper, Shelter, Sanctuary, Keeping, Safekeeping, and Justice. So let me just go into the guidance section. So milk thistle dispels the damaging, destructive thoughts that can induce an endless loop of self-sabotage. I'm so grateful that Spirit said, let's pick an oracle card. This is so aligned with the energy that we were talking about with what to work with this week. So abandon insecurities, gossip, fear-based protection, strategies that enable frustration or false sense of growth. Do not waste your time trying to control what cannot be controlled. Like a peaceful warrior, set your boundaries firmly and fearlessly. Like Badger, Milk Thistle shakes up the systems that hinder innovation and halts patterns and behaviors that stunt growth. So know that what you are not changing, you are choosing. This is that tapestry energy that we were just talking about before as well. You guys are so welcome. So yeah, if you would like to, let me just pop this up again. I just want to put up the crystal shop so you guys know where I'm going to be in Melbourne. Just collapse one of these windows. Okay. So the crystal shop that I'll be available to meet in person from Fridays and every second Saturday, so I'm starting this Saturday, is the State of Grace Collective, and this will be down here. So you'll see the location, Eastland, and there is such a beautiful group of girls that work here, and it's like working in a portal. It feels like a little energy vortex in the middle of a shopping center. Crazy. But anyway, just wanted to pop that up. And remember, go back if you want the discount codes. They are appearing on the screen and everything as well. Yeah, isn't that card perfect? So let me just collapse this one. All right. Well, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. And yeah, I'll be doing another show announcing the meditations when they're ready as well. Love you guys. Have a beautiful, safe week.